So now that we've established a difference between the Project North, the Project North and True North, for the elevation drawing, you're going to take elevations from the Project North. So I want this thing to look perpendicular to my coordinates. So front, left, right, back. You know, I want all of this to be aligned to my X and Y and Z coordinate. Okay, this one does not do so. So if we look at the clipping plane, right, you are going to, oh, I guess we don't need to move that. Look at this thing. You are going to have a view like that from the floor plan. This floor plan view you will get in the 102 class when we cover furniture stuff, all right? But right now, if we check with a clipping plane, usually we might say, let's turn this 90 degrees, and there is my, if I get this clipping plane to go right in front of my building, right? That would give myself, let's see, let's look at it from the front view, set view, front, oops. Okay, why isn't this, that is it. Okay, so I'm looking at the cut plane. I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but I'm looking at this elevation right there. On this side, maybe it doesn't matter because this clipping plane that we have, basically, even if I just do this, my view is going to show wait a minute, am I getting the, oh, I should be looking at the back view. Sorry about that. I was going to say that when I'm looking at it this way from the back view, I should not have majority of the building as not covered. Oh, this is something wrong. My site has moved. Okay, we'll fix that a little bit later. But from the north side, or I'm sorry, from the west side, looking at it from this direction, right here, I'm looking at it from this direction. All of this part right here, the site is very low, so it doesn't bother my my view, right? Control view from the back, right? So I could still see the building. That's what we want to do, but like I said, we can't do that from the back or the front side because all of this height is blocking the view. Okay. Let me pause the video. So, as I said, from the front view, we should be able to see the whole thing. So we should be pretty good with a view from this direction right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Control Z. We should be good from this direction right here because this is a low end, this is a high end. However, when we're trying to get this elevation over here, like I said, the site will obstruct the view of all of this. So what we want to do is to get a trying to manipulate the site so that we can basically cut along this line. However, that may not help because if you notice this topo right here might obstruct the view of this portion right here. So we're going to have to do a little bit more of a complicated cut. And we'll show you two ways. So right now, you don't have to follow me to do so. I'll just demonstrate this, not wrong way, but one of the ways. Okay, so one other way to do this is to just destroy the site. Well, we are going to destroy the site anyway, but what we're going to do is to create a box or something that is very close to the object, and it could be any height whatsoever. So, and you could always move this closer or further away from the elevation as you wish. The trick is to get it as close to the elevation as possible. The thing with this is that when you're in the front view, you will be able to see majority of the building. But like I said, you will, if you note that part of the topo, if we just cut this part off, part of the topo will still obstruct the view of certain parts of the building, right? So I'm going to demonstrate this so that so we can see what that looks like. So if I do a simple Boolean difference, to do this, it would be easier if you, after you manipulate all the site in your own project, to Boolean all your site topos together. That way it acts as one object. But if we go and Boolean difference, the site with this object, we lopped off part of the site, right? So you see the majority of the space. Before we could not see part of it because it was obstructed, but now we can. So this is the front view, like so. But like I mentioned, some parts of it is still obscured. Like this portion right here, this site is hiding part of this, and maybe this part of the site is obscuring the bottom of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to chip away at this even more. Okay. So let's see, if we go back to this view, we could go ahead and keep doing this thing where we chip away, making a rectangle, making a box, chip away at our site, like I said, as close as possible to our object. Maybe, yeah, I do want to capture that. Get out of my grid snap. So it comes over here, so I'll be clear of that. And since I'm here, I'm just going to make a copy of this thing right here, and that should get rid of this topo right there. Any other topo getting in the way? This one is lower than this, so it should be okay. So if I just do this, and Boolean difference these guys, so Boolean difference with these two, that will get me a view of the entire building, pretty much at the ground level, right? See that ground level? Part of this topo isn't bothering or obscuring any parts of this, this building. So this is the view that we want, okay? And that would be your elevation. It's a frontal view, and yeah, that's it. Okay. So this is a good simple way of making an elevation. It will not confuse you because the topos are all solid and your building is showing all of its face. So that's that. Okay. However, there's a quicker way of doing it, but then it does take a little bit of thinking as well. Okay. And we'll demonstrate that part next.